What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today we are looking at the Star Wars The Black Series First Order Stormtrooper. This is the Amazon exclusive that comes with a ton of accessories, and of course, as you can see, it comes in this nice unique packaging which looks very cool. So let's not waste any time here. We'll take a look at the outside of the packaging and then get on the inside. So right here on the front you have the pretty much the three options that you can make out of the Stormtrooper. You've got sort of like the communications guy that has the backpack and the ammo pouch right here, the heavy trooper with the stationary weapon, and then the riot first order trooper. So on the side here you don't have anything, no number or anything like that, but on the back shows you what you're getting, shows the trooper, and shows all of the accessories, shows the different options up there. My camera's kind of bright. Okay, had to lower the brightness on there so you could see the back of the packaging a little bit better, but here you go. You see everything that is included right there, and then sort of the three sets of gear that you can put on the trooper to make him look different. So, and then on the next part, this just slides up, and this looks really awesome. This is honestly a very nice display. I do have quite a few complaints about this figure, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So you've got this nice packaging right here. It's velcroed in with the First Order logo. You just gotta pull that, and then boom, there's the reveal of the figure, which looks awesome. All those accessories in there, totally cool. But if you wanted to keep this package mint, you're gonna have a tough time, because right off the bat, this is just cardboard, and I've got big creases there from just opening it literally 2 or 3 times. So that's kind of a little bit ridiculous, but I do like that you've got the Black Series logo right down there. It looks very nice. There's nothing else really on here except for the back there. You've got the nice art of the First Order Trooper and a little bio right there. If you would like to read that, you can pause it right there and take a look at it. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging. And of course, before we take a look at the action figure itself, he comes with a ton of accessories, as you can see here. Pretty much every single accessory you could want for a First Order Stormtrooper. So we're just going to start right here. He comes with the standard backpack that we see on the Snow Trooper normally, but this one fits a little differently because it pegs in to the back of this little ammo pouch, just like that. Fits in there nice and snug, so that's pretty neat. We also have the additional ammo pouch right here that you can add on to this. It just clips on the back right there. It's a little slanted because it slants like that when you actually have it on the figure. The shield here for the Riot Trooper looks pretty good. I don't have the other the other Riot Trooper, so I can't really compare, but I'm pretty sure all of this stuff is reused. Besides, the heavy gun is new, this is new, but I'm pretty sure everything else we have seen before. Maybe not the binoculars, I'm not too sure, but they are articulated, so that's kind of neat. They do look a little big though, but oh well. Comes with the standard issue blaster and the pistol, and then you have the actual piece of Riot, the baton, which does fold out into like the more active position, so that's kind of neat. I didn't think it folded out like that, but hey, that's pretty cool. And of course, this is pretty much the reason why I would assume most people are going to buy this, is to get the turret right here, which looks awesome. It looks really good, and of course it comes with a little stand here. This piece just plugs in like so. Get nice and snug in there, and then this piece also plugs in there, so you can have this mounted, or he can just hold it in his hand. It's really up to you. Looks good either way, although it is kind of a pain for him to hold it in his hand because his hands aren't that wide, so he can't fit his hand around the barrel. But it does have this nice little lever here, which is articulated, which I would assume is what you could use to have him hold it, but I'm not too sure about that. So let's take a look at the figure. Alright, here is the Stormtrooper out of the packaging, and right off the bat, This is the same exact First Order Stormtrooper we've been getting since day one. So yes, It has the terrible, terrible elbows. Not a single thing was changed about this figure, except for the fact that I think now in The Last Jedi, they have slightly different. They have a slightly different face on the mask, so I think it's really just been changed to reflect that. There's kind of like the grating in the mouth area right there, but it's kind of hard to see on camera. You can really only check it out when it's close up. So, I mean, we've seen this figure so much before, but I'll go over the articulation and the paint apps just so we can get a closer look. The paint is pretty sloppy, in my opinion, on the mask here. This side looks much thinner than this side, so that makes it look really uneven, and I do not like the way that looks. That's sort of a minor complaint, because obviously if you have them on a shelf, you're not really going to notice, but when you look up close, you can definitely see it. Although the nice bits of silver right here on the side of the helmet are painted on nice, so that's a good touch. But the helmet, those lines right there, they're really fuzzy. They look really fuzzy in person. But again, there's not a whole lot of... There's a nice scuff right there on his back, but there's not a whole lot of paint on here. It's just the typical First Order Stormtrooper. Not going to spend a lot of time on it. Articulation, look at that. Ooh, his head is stiff, so he can't really look. Yeah, there. He can look up a little bit. He can look down pretty far. His shoulders do move out pretty far without this really blocking the articulation, so that's good. Full rotation. Single jointed elbows that are absolutely abysmal. Hasbro, get your shit together. Fix this trooper. He could totally be a great figure if you just fixed the elbows. The normal Stormtroopers, they have double jointed elbows. But for some reason, the First Order Stormtroopers, Hasbro was like, nah, they don't need that. Of course, it does rotate at the elbow. Hand does move around, and it does have a hinge. But the... It's a little hindered, but not too bad. Of course, he can go back with his ab crunch, go forward a little bit. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied. The legs can move out that far. It gets blocked by the belt the belt details right here, this little piece and that little piece, and he can kick forward just enough. And of course, he does have double jointed knees that work as they are intended. But of course, you get a little bit of blockage because of the bulk, but that's fine. The feet can move down and can move up that far, and he also has glorious ankle pivot. So, here's what I'm going to say. This is $34.99, and it is absolutely, I'm going to say it, it's not worth it. I definitely feel a little ripped off right now. Just because an extra $15 for 8 more accessories. And if you look at the box right here, you see the blaster that he comes with is the one that has the butt stock on it. But that is not the blaster that comes with the figure, Hasbro. So why would you advertise that it comes with the butt stock one when it doesn't? Granted, you know, the First Order Snowtroopers come with the version with the butt stock, so I could just easily swap that out. But still, that's just such a minor annoying detail to get wrong. And that's really what I would call this figure, is that it's just annoying because it's so expensive and the package looks amazing, but then the figure, it's just the same figure that we've been getting, the same terrible Stormtroopers. So to put the heavy vest on, it's really not that difficult. It just fits on over his arms like that, and there's a little clamp in here, and it just sticks together like that. So he looks pretty good like that. And then if you want to put the ammo pouch on, you definitely have to put that on before you actually put the vest on the figure. But like I was saying, it does fit, the heavy weapon does fit into his hand pretty decently, but he's not going to be able to hold the barrel, so you kind of have to finagle with him a little bit. He's kind of being a pain right now, but I've had him holding the blaster like this. I'm not really even sure if that's how he's supposed to hold it, but you know, as the back of the packaging would suggest right here, is that he can hold it by the barrel, and we all know that that is not the case. His hand is not going to open up that far, so I've been having him hold it like this, but even still, it's so bulky that I'll probably just end up putting it on the actual base and have him posed in front of it. I think that'll definitely be the best look for him. So, yeah, with all of that being said, guys, I'm honestly going to give this a wait for a sale. Obviously, if you are a completionist collector, you've already bought this, but for me personally, I am feeling a little ripped off right now, just because it is, again, extra $15 extra for 8 accessories. Granted, some of them are new, so props to Hasbro. You can make a new mold every once in a while, but it's just hopefully it goes on sale, because the $34.99 price point is not a good one. So what do you guys think about this figure? Have you picked it up already? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, if you enjoyed this review, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you haven't checked out my previous review, I just reviewed the other Amazon exclusive Praetorian Guard with the heavy blade. And I won't give any spoilers for that review, but might have a similar fate as this guy. I don't know. You can definitely check that video out. It'll be on the end screen of this video. And of course, coming up, I have the Part 6 Jason Lives from NECA Toys, the reissue. I'll have a review up soon. So, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.